It's all happening in Dallas, Texas, here at American Airlines Center. The Timberwolves taking on the Mavericks. For Minnesota, with just one win in their last 9 outings, things haven't come easy for them. It's been frustrating, but they're hoping to carve out a new path tonight. Mavs, Timberwolves. Tip-off coming right up. Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. And it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Kennedy in at the point. And for the Mavericks, the star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Washington out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Lively in at the 5 down low. Believe it or not, the regular season is almost over, Greg. For teams that are out of the playoff picture, what's important now?
Well, I think, Kevin, first you need to self-evaluate. Check out your roster. Who do you keep? Who do you let go? And then once you figure that out, you start thinking about which guys to bring in.
Kennedy, guarded by Doncic. Towns for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Towns has got the first 3 points tonight for Minnesota. Irving with it, now defended by Gobert, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And a foul called on Minnesota.
And the Mavs consult Luka before any major move now. Rare for a player so young to have that much say.
Yeah, you know, I don't know how much I agree with that, but given Luka's stardom and in the day and age we're in, he is Dallas going forward. And to some degree, I think perhaps he has earned the right to have a say in who he's going to team up with.
Shoot 2.
That free throw, no good. And what a treat for the fans and for us to be able to witness a talent like Luka Doncic.
Amen and amen to that, Kevin. A generational talent. All eyes are on him when he's on the floor. Hard not to keep your eyes on him. He's so special in everything that he does. And every night he performs, you walk away just shaking your head at how good he is.
Now, here's Clark.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
That's his first personal. First team foul.
Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Thunder. Irving surveying the floor. To the right side. Here's Lively. Out left to the wing. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Timberwolves ball.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Kennedy passes to Towns. Kicks it to Clark. Towns against Washington. Stolen by Washington. They swipe it. Stolen by Thompson. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Yeah, that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Back to Clark. Outside, Towns. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jump.
And the Timberwolves with possession. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
Now, here is Irving. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Utah Jazz. Doncic kicks to Irving. Connects from three-point range.
Luka's so smart to get other guys involved in the action. Very good at not forcing it and trying to do everything himself.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Drummond's checked in for the Mavericks. He comes in for Kyrie Irving.
11th in blocks. And they're in the top half of the league in free throw shooting. Something they definitely like to improve upon, but right now they're getting by.
And you said it. They're among the best teams in the league in transition. An up-tempo offense suits their talent to a T. They push the ball as much as they can.
I like that McDaniels was patient, created the opportunity by not rushing, and got himself to the line.
And the first one at the line is good. And the 28th pick in the 2020 draft, Clark, Jaden McDaniels has more than outplayed his draft position.
Yeah, you know, there were some question marks year one in college at UW, but you look at him now, hey, length, mobility, skill set, those are things that every team wants and needs.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It'll be a jump ball.
And Minnesota has possession. Minnesota in the lead. Kennedy, guarded by Doncic. Doncic with the block.
Luka's sheer size makes him a mismatch for most guards.
Second chance shot. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Clark. Kennedy. He's covered by Washington. Kennedy. Gobert. It's good on the putback.
Double-digit boards, a regular occurrence for Gobert. Makes it easier to get those second chance hoops, too.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Doncic passes to Hardy. Doncic kicks to Thompson. Buries it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Clark, the pass to Kennedy. Dishes it to McDaniels. Passes it to Kennedy. Lets it go from deep.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy. Man, putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Gobert with the block.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
Thompson in the corner. Back to Doncic. Pass to Hardy. 5 to shoot. Goes up to the stripe. And Drummond gets it to go on the assist by Doncic.
When Drummond's points come, they tend to come inside. He's got a lot of ways to beat you down low.
Timberwolves trail. Kennedy, guarded by Doncic. There's the pass to Towns. Good on the triple. Towns has got 6.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
No one covered.
Luka Doncic with the three-point answer. As competitive as they come.
And the Timberwolves call time.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
For your
A chance now to take a look at some numbers for Karl Anthony Towns. Pass to Kennedy. It's rebounded by Dallas. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Now, here's McDaniels. After the miss from Andre Drummond. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
To the wing on the left. Here's Prosper. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. As we close into the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. Take a look at the Mavericks. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place. Attention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And of course, the Timberwolves, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And I think for Minnesota, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway. That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Passes it to Gobert. Kennedy, guarded by Doncic. Clock at 4. Another miss by Minnesota.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Second personal foul.
Here on the 2K leaderboard of the NBA's leading defensive teams since the All-Star break. The Mavericks, number 1.
And they've shown no slippage defensively. If anything, they've become more stifling since the break. I mean, they're playing inspired, passionate basketball at that end of the floor.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
All free throws good from Doncic. And so it's Minnesota with it. They trail by 6. Here's Alexander Walker, and he uses the glass on the lane.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Pass to Hardy. The tray. It's rebounded by Towns.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Alexander Walker. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. That one goes in. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Doncic passes to Hardy. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And there's the pass to Reed. Clock at 6. Prince, the pass to Alexander Walker. No good from the wing.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Here's Doncic. Pass to Hardy. Rebounded by Moore.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Towns for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention. His rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Reed kicks to Prince. Puts up a three. Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Here's Ford, and he's good on the three ball. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Now here's Moore. Still yet to score. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
The Mavericks pull it in. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
In terms of finishing ability, it's hard to think of someone who tops Kyrie Irving.
Greg, the list is short, particularly when you talk about guys of his size, okay? His bag of tricks is limitless when you talk about finishing in close quarters against bigger guys. There are a few that are in his class in that regard. Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting his team quality shots.
Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Gafford. It's Prince on the wing. 9-point game his last outing. 13 feet away. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Drummond likes to be in the middle of the action at both ends of the floor, playing defense and gobbling up rebounds. He makes a lot of good defensive plays.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Moore with the block. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Dallas ball. Now into the lineup for your Mavericks. Lively.
Stolen by Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul, 3rd team foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Guys, I think free throw shooting is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. They have a 9-point lead. Pass to Prosper. Back to Irving. Over Prince. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
From about 19 feet, and he hits the jump shot. Irving's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Passes it to 4. There's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So on the floor for Minnesota, the front court is McDaniels and Towns. Then there's Reed, and it's Kennedy in at the 1. Clark against Irving. Ford drains it from beyond the arc. Ford's got 14.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Clark into the lane. Count that one. He has 6.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Irving against Clark. Here's the lob to the hoop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. The league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital, setting that standard for others to follow.
McDaniels passes to Reed. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Irving kicks to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 8 now on the night.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA, and we might be talking the all-time list here.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Irving against Clark. Shot from free throw range. Here's Lively. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Towns finds McDaniel. Outside, Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the left side wing. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Gobert is checked in for Reed.
Substitution on the court.
Mavericks leading by 16. And they double up Doncic. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, here's Hardy. Nailed from three-point land. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Gobert the pass to Kennedy. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
They get it again, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Luka Doncic.
Trying so hard to contest that shot. Got a piece of Gobert there.
Clark, when you think of top rebounders today, Rudy Gobert is a name that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's super long and tall, but that's not just why he's such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off, And the timing that he has is pretty impeccable, too. And even though he's north of 7 feet tall, he does a good job boxing out as well.
That one misses. Look, I'm not sure there's been another era in the NBA with so many fantastic passers at every position.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a function of what we saw going back into the 80s with Bird and Magic and how they shared the ball with such great passing. And you had another group of outstanding playmakers at the point guard spot and on the wings. So now centers at this particular stage in the game's evolution are playmakers, excellent passers, and are players that teams can run their offense through. So I think it's just been kind of a natural evolution because of the skill level of all players when it comes to passing. Boy, it's so impressive to see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. As a defender, he can really put you on your heels.
Towns with the bucket.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Now here's Hardy. He's covered by Clark. And there it is for him. Doncic has got 10.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the Timberwolves call time.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. The Mavericks, number 1.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
Here's Towns, and the layup is good. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Timberwolves trailed by 19. The pass to Towns. Clark left side. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Clark. Clark's got 3 assists now in this one.
Karl Anthony Towns finishing through contact there.
Ford against Towns. Ford passes to Hardy. The dish to Ford. Over to the left wing. Kicks it out to Jones. 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound Mavericks. And Gafford throws it down.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
Yeah, GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Here's Towns. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Hardy passes to Thompson. Out to the right wing. Now, here is Ford. He's guarded closely. Rebound, Minnesota.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
McDaniels passes to Clark. Good work there as it goes.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Mavericks leading by 17. Now, here is Ford. 14 points from him the last game against the Utah Jazz.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Here's Kennedy, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Here's Ford. That one off the back iron and out.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there. You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Prince is checked in for Towns. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And Moore subbed in for Clark. Mavericks leading by 15. Now Beverly. On the wing, Irving. And Clark, here we are watching Kyrie Irving when he's on. It is amazing to watch.
Remarkably smooth as an athlete, Kevin, and otherworldly when you look at his skills as a basketball player, particularly ball handling and shot making. Talking pure basketball, he's one of the most entertaining players of the last 30 years for sure.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
I tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of him.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Timberwolves trail by 17. Pass to Alexander Walker. Gobert against Drummond. Here's Alexander Walker. From outside, off the mark. Alexander Walker's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
How about the superb anticipation from Drummond, sensing the opportunity to go for the alley-oop and then converting in style.
Kennedy, defended by Beverly. Kennedy passes to Gobert. Moore with it. There's the drive.
And checking out the stats for Drummond. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. He's averaging 10 points a game, 10 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks. And he's such a big presence for them on the inside.
Yeah, whether it's sending shots back airmail or cleaning the glass, he's the total package.
The first free throw is good. Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Both good from the line that time. Mavericks leading by 17. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
You know, for Irving, he's made an effort, a conscious effort to get to the line more, and for good reason. I mean, he's a really good foul shooter.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And the second free throw, good. Timberwolves trailed by 18. To the wing right side. No one near him. That's good on the jump shot. Alexander Walker's got 8.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Pass to Drummond. 6 on the shot clock. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Alexander Walker passes to Moore. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Irving, and it's sent back by Drummond.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Irving passes to Hardy. He feeds it to Drummond. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And there's a minute 45 left now here in the second. Kennedy defended by Beverly. And here's Prince outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Prince has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the Mavericks call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Both teams deciding to change it up. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Rudy Gobert.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
There's 1:26 left to play here in the half. Here's Irving. He sinks the 11-footer. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Got a piece of it. Reed kicks to Prince. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
52 seconds left in the first half. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Kennedy passes to Alexander Walker. And Reed has it in the corner. And Lively pulls it down.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Moore inside. Here's Reed. Rebounded by Prosper. And here's Irving. Got it off in time. And so it's Dallas, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Jason Kidd. Jason, how do you feel about your team's performance?
I feel great. You know, we're sharing the ball, we're making the extra pass, but we're attacking the paint, and if we can continue to do that, puts us in a good seat.
Jason, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
First of all, where's the intensity? I think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. Nope. Just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Klay Thompson is out there with Washington. And it's Lively in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd.
Boy, there is no quit in Doncic. He competes every play, every game.
Passes to Towns. Over Washington. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Irving. And the jumper from down low is good. Irving's got 12 in the game.
You know, when Irving rises up to take these shots, so smooth in how he gets it done. He always seems to be in control.
Here's Doncic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 14 points for him.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Kennedy. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Back to Irving. The 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist in the game.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
It's tipped. To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Kennedy. No good that time. Nice D from Doncic.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. They grab their own miss. Kennedy. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
P.J. Washington. First personal foul.
The Timberwolves scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Minnesota. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Over to the wing. Here's Towns. And the pass to Kennedy. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Mavericks #1, the Timberwolves 2nd.
Both of these teams have established tempo as an identity. I mean, they're playing fast and scoring in bunches.
And here's Washington outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
P.J. Washington.
Doncic has got his 8th assist here tonight. And the Timberwolves call time. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Drummond's check in for Dallas. Hardy comes in for Irving.
First in scoring. And they're also #1 in distributing the basketball, a testament to their supreme unselfishness and the passing talent of their floor leaders.
But, Greg, you can throw out all the other stats and rankings. Their scoring is what makes them special, plain and simple.
Towns sees an open player and rewards him with a nice pass.
And they double up Doncic. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another 3 for Dallas.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Gobert dishes to McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. That one, no good. Good D by Thompson.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Pass to Hardy.
A moment to check out Luka Doncic here. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. He's averaging 30 points, 11 assists, and 9 rebounds. And you look at his gaudy steal numbers, defensively, he makes his presence felt on every possession.
And you know what I like about it is he gets great position, then uses those quick, strong mitts of his to rip the ball out of there.
Minnesota's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Thompson for 3. Dallas again missing.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
For Dallas, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Pass to Hardy. Towns against Doncic.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense. That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Ford's checked in.
For your Mavericks. Ford.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
You look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
Gobert the pass to Kennedy. Now here's McDaniel. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Second team foul.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Moore. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Takes it inside. Towns wide open. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Reed kicks to Towns. Back to Reed, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Clark against Ford. Down low. And Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist by Ford. Ford's got 3 assists tonight.
Drummond, a huge target rolling to the rim.
Moore passes to Towns. Clark outside. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Drummond's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Hardy, no good. Minnesota's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. The kick out to Towns. No good with the triple. Dallas has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. And with Towns, we're looking at one of the best three-point shooting big men in the NBA, Clark. He is something to watch.
He really is, and when you add in everything else he does, Kevin, he's one of the best players in the league, period.
More with it. Shot clock at 6. Out to the wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Clark for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Clark's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, the defense really wasn't bad there, but he's a gifted shooter from distance.
Now, here's Hardy. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Dallas again missing. Minnesota's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Back to Moore. Pass to Reed. There's the triple. Mavericks with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Drummond missing. And Clark has got the ball here for Minnesota. 11 feet away. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Now the pass to Washington. And Drummond throws it down.
You know, I would venture to say if you didn't run one play for Drummond all night, he still could score in double digits. He is an incredible offensive rebounder.
Pass to Towns. Stolen by Washington. Here's Thompson. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Minnesota again turning it over. And let's take a look at the playmaking here. This chart with the assist totals split between the front court and the back court tonight for Dallas.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team. Just as you might expect, the bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
Here's Ford. He kicks it to Drummond. Ford against Clark. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Washington against Towns. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
You know, no surprise that Towns is very effective from mid-range. With his size and shooting touch, it's expected.
Dallas calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Minnesota also making some changes. Prince has checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for McDaniel. Passes it to Underwood. Lets the 3 fly. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. The Mavericks, #1.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Clark, the pass to Reed. Back to Clark. Offensive rebound. Doncic with the block. Pass to Gafford. Doncic kicks to Gafford. Back to Doncic. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Clark finds Prince. Poked away. And here they come. Gafford passes to Doncic. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Here he goes. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Goes back up. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Lively. Doncic against Clark. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. Over Clark. Just 4 to shoot. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Clark against Doncic. The pass to Gafford. The second chance effort. Misses the layup. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Mavericks on top, delivering the blowout. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Clark, we know Commissioner Silver has acknowledged the game has changed in terms of its impact on players' bodies. And so adjusting the regular season's length is not out of the question.
Well, you and I have talked about it for years. I've talked about it with other fellow announcers. It would be wonderful to see the season reduced by about 15–20% in terms of regular season games. I think it would enhance the product immensely. And the fact that Commissioner Silver is letting us know it's not off the table, maybe we'll see it reduced in the not-too-distant future.
And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. They've got Taurean Prince, and it's Key in at the 4 spot. The Timberwolves shooting under 40% all in all for the game. To the paint. Fernando, that's good.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Ford passes to Gafford. Here's Waters, guarded by Ford. The fader. Waters can't get it to go. And for the Mavericks, their shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Ford passes to Underwood. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
So, Clark, we know you're very familiar with the college game. How do you think the one-and-done rule has worked out so far?
You know, not as it was intended to, Kevin. I mean, in some ways, the chance to see guys like Durant and others play in college for a year was better than not having them there. But I think it's also created this expectation that if you're not a one-and-done, that you've somehow failed, and that's detrimental to the psyche of young players.
Doncic comes with the double team. Pass to Waters. From outside the arc, sinks the three-pointer. Waters got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Doncic looking it over. Here's Underwood. Dallas, no good that time either.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Third personal foul. Second team.
And he makes the first.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Passes it to Underwood from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Fernando. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And one of the big changes to college basketball, Clark, as you know, the NIL, name, image, and likeness. It seems like that would impact the choice to enter the NBA draft.
I don't think there's any question it's had that impact. Some guys that were borderline draft picks now not being penalized for being on scholarship can monetize their name, image, and likeness and do so to the tune of some fairly significant dollars in some cases. And even if the money is not NBA large, it still can close the gap for a family of a player that might be struggling and could use some additional income.
He hits the second from the line. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Pass to Fernando. Inside, here's Waters. Doncic with the block. Jones, that's for 2. He can't hit that time. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Waters, covered by Gafford.
Mavericks foul. Roster.
Minnesota making a switch.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves.
Here's Fernando. The pass to Key. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Prince. The shot, no good. Good D by Jones. The Mavericks shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Dallas moving it around. And Gafford throws it down.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And that one misses. And the Mavericks making a change here.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Out to the right wing. Back to Irving. And he banks in the layup.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And the first one drops. And these days, you know, Clark, the trade for a star player takes a stockpile of draft picks, doesn't it?
Well, that seems to be the one way you can assure yourself of getting a proven star somewhere in the area of his prime. You know, and it doesn't always work out for both parties. Teams typically, in that case, would have to mortgage a bit of their future to get a player of that caliber. So it is tilted towards more risk than reward in most of those scenarios.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic.
Fourth personal foul.
That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And so he makes both from the line.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
To the inside. And Doncic throws it down.
I know Doncic takes pride in being able to produce for his team, and he's doing it at a high level here.
Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Irving. Kicks it out to Prince. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Doncic outside. The kick out to Irving. Here's Alexander Walker. Kennedy, guarded by Doncic. Here's Kennedy. Got a hand on it. Now Jones. It's stolen by Gobert. Prince, the pass to Alexander Walker. Pass to Kennedy. Prince outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. It's good from long range.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Outside Irving. Towns with the steal.
Mavericks foul. Prosper. 3rd personal foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
No good on that one. And the Mavericks making a change here. Ford's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Morris checked in for Taurean Prince. And he sinks the second. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. And here is Ford. Throws it up high. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Irving. Alexander Walker passes to Towns. And here we go, the Mavericks on a fast break. Here's Prosper. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks. Ford with the ball. Down low. Gafford. The basket good off the assist from Ford. Ford's got 6 assists in the game. Minnesota's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. And the rejection by Gafford. Irving misses. The Timberwolves shooting in this 4th quarter pretty dire at 27%. Passes to Kennedy. And Gobert kicks to Moore. Timberwolves passing it around. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
Alexander Walker.
Now, here is 4. To the middle. Kicks it out to Jones. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Second personal foul. Shooting for
the free throw drops for Gobert.
And, you know, night to night, you pretty much know what you're going to get from Gobert. Rim protection, rebounding, intensity, and he gets his points within the flow of the offense. That's a valuable guy there.
Dallas has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Out to Doncic. Here's Prosper.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Jones up top, defended by Towns. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Tries again. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Drummond's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardy comes in for Doncic.
For your Mavericks, Andre Drummond. Hardy.
Here's Prosper. Shot clock at 5. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Washington's checked in for Dallas. Thompson comes in for Derek Jones.
At the line for
That's good from Moore. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Just look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here for the Mavericks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
We don't see conference opponents get swept very often, but this has been total domination.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Luka Doncic.
Well, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight, notching the triple-double in style. He was a difference maker.
Minnesota making a switch here. Prince is checked in. Minnesota with the ball. Here's Alexander Walker. The kick out to Towns. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Hardy. 3-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. Here's Alexander Walker. Up top, Gobert. He dishes it to Moore. Poke loose. Stolen by Washington. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish.
We hope you all had a great time.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
You know, I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. You know, just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.